What's up, guys? I'm back. So the reason I've been away for so long is that I was waiting for Kawhi Leonard to make his decision. Because if he decided to go to the Lakers, they would have formed a true super team that would have probably won next season no matter what. So now that Kawhi Leonard has decided to go to the Clippers and that there is no longer no true super team in the NBA, I can now make this video about the Warriors dynasty not being over. With that said and done, let's get right into the video and let's roll that intro. After Klay Thompson tore his ACL in Game 6 of the NBA Finals and Kevin Durant left the Warriors to go to the Brooklyn Nets on the first day of free agency, many people have been saying that the Warriors dynasty is finally over. But I'm here to tell you why that might not be so true. The main reason for why I don't think the Warriors dynasty is over just yet is because the Warriors acquired D'Angelo Russell, a 2019 All-Star, on the same day that they lost Kevin Durant. Russell is coming off a season where he led the Nets to the playoffs and averaged 21 points, 7 assists, shot 43% from the field, and 37% from three. Russell might not be the best fit to pair alongside Stephen Curry in Golden State's backcourt, but he is still an all-star. Golden State could look to trade him at the trade deadline if he is not fitting well with Curry. Curry is a guard that needs the ball in his hands very often, and so does Russell. This is why I have some doubts about this pairing in the backcourt, but I could see the Warriors trading Russell for a big man such as Kevin Love or Andre Drummond if it's not working out at the trade deadline. The Warriors would still be left with a stacked starting five of Stephen Curry, D'Angelo Russell, Klay Thompson once he gets back, Draymond Green, and Willie Cauley-Stein, who they also picked up in free agency. I think that this starting five is easily top 5 in the NBA, and I could really see them contend to make it to the NBA Finals in June. Another reason for why the Warriors should not be too worried about their title hopes next year is because the last time they were without Kevin Durant in the 2016 season, the Warriors broke the NBA wins record and went 73-9. Since then, they did lose Harrison Barnes and Andre Iguodala, but their roster is more or less the same. They still have their best player in Stephen Curry and their supporting players in Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. They have also added D'Angelo Russell to this team, so they shouldn't be too far off of how they were in 2016. This team should be really good, and it should show Steph Curry return to MVP form. In 2015 and in 2016, Steph Curry won the MVP while being their first scoring option. He will once again be in that role now that Kevin Durant is out of there, and you should expect to see him thrive. While I do think the Warriors will be able to contend for a championship next year, I'm basing that on my guess that Klay Thompson will be fully fit in time for the playoffs. Thompson tore his ACL in Game 6 of the NBA Finals, and he's expected to be back around late January or early February. I'm assuming that it'll take a couple more months for Thompson to get back to being Klay Thompson, and if he does in time for the playoffs, I think the Warriors will be in great shape to make another title run. If Thompson doesn't get back to full health, I really don't see the Warriors being able to compete for a championship. Also, the Warriors might not even make the playoffs this year because Thompson is out for about half the year. The West is stacked, and anything could happen. But I do think the Warriors will make the playoffs, and if Thompson is back fully healthy by then, D'Angelo Russell is doing well, or if they've traded him for another great player, then I think the Warriors are maybe my third favorite to get out of the West, behind the two LA teams, the Clippers and Lakers. So that'll do it for my views on the Golden State Warriors this upcoming season. And now it's time for the question of the episode. The question for today's episode comes from Ben Klein, and he says the Giants had an exponentially better record without Odell and Collins. How do you have them as the worst team in the league? In my last video, I said the Giants would go 4-12 this season and have the worst record in the league. I'm going to show you here which games I think they'll win and which ones I think they'll lose. They start off against Dallas, I think they'll lose. Against Buffalo, I think they'll lose. Tampa Bay, I think they can win. Washington, they'll lose. Minnesota, they'll lose. New England, they'll lose. They'll beat Arizona, beat Detroit, lose to Dallas, lose to the Jets, lose to the Bears, lose to the Packers, lose to Philly, lose to Miami, beat Washington, and lose to Philly. So I have 4 wins, 1 against Tampa Bay, 1 against Arizona, 1 against Detroit, and 1 against the Redskins. So that's what I think about the Giants season next year. They have a really limited roster when it comes to talent, and they have a tough schedule, so I don't see them winning more than 4 games next year. So that's it for the 8th episode of the Football Basketball Show. And let me know if you agree with my opinions on the Warriors and the Giants next year. Also, leave a question in the comment section down below about the NBA or the NFL, and I might answer in my next video. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and peace.